Welcome back to Fishing with Vance, the fishing channel not trying to sell you anything. Well, it is a beautiful, beautiful late May morning. Finally, the sun has come back. We've had some really crazy weather here for May in western PA in the 50s, some nights in the 30s overnight here in late May. It's been about, on average, about 10 to maybe even 15 degrees below the normal average temperature here for May for western PA. So it's been interesting on the fishing. It's great to see the sun. It's been pretty cloudy and rainy and cold for a better part of a week. So I'm thrilled to see the sunshine. I'm late to the lake, of course. I slept in, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Got the Pelican Bass Raider here. I'm at the cabin lake. Don't have a ton of time to fish today, so I just kept it local. But got the Pelican Bass Raider here. Usual suspects for this place. Today I brought a blue tube. The water here is always stained. I'm going to fish this edge first. The filming might not be great because it's going to be going into the sun. But I'm going to see if they're up on that shoreline before I blast around. Like I said, I probably have about 2 hours to fish. Just want to put a few bass in the boat here to end out May. May get another day in before May's out, but I doubt it based on what I see coming with the weather. So anyway, enough talking. Let's get the Pelican Bass Raider in the water and see if we can't catch a few fish today on Fishing with Vance. Thanks for coming along. And rough. What a glorious morning. Absolutely beautiful. Get the fountain going here. Never caught any fish underneath that fountain. I would have thought there would be some under there, but all that water flowing all over the place, but that's never happened. I don't know why. All right, I'm gonna throw a few in front of the chapel. I'm going to start with a blue tube, freshly tied. So let's see if anybody's up here. Won't stay here long. Just see if there's anybody around with a blue tube. Like I said, the water here is always stained for whatever reason. No weeds in this lake. Usually just give it a couple chucks before I get to the other bank. Yeah, tied my leader a little long yesterday. But oh, there's a hit. Well, there's a fish up there. Little guy. Oh, nice. Nice. Actually, a pretty decent guy for this lake. Ah, yeah, nice way to start. On the blue tube. Oh, barely had him hooked. There we go. It's a 3/4 pound dude. Start the day. I'll take it. Little blue tube action. I don't know what I'm doing here, but yeah, I got this leader way too long. That's okay. Another fish. Yeah, every once in a while they're stacked up here. There's a little guy, I missed him. There's a little dude. There we go. Another one up there. Oh yeah. It's a little better one. I think I left my net in the truck, so there'll be no netting today. That's another nice fish for this place. I'll take it. Oh boy. Oh, that's a beauty. Nice chubby guy. Beautiful bass for this lake. I will take it. Alright. Oh, there he is. He's probably a pound and a quarter. That's a pretty nice fish for here. Blue tube. See you, buddy. Alright, here's what I'm throwing. It's just a blue tube with the Arky jig head if you're new to the channel. Arky jig head. Exposed hook. Jig head's a 1/16 ounce. I got my leader a little long there, a little barrel swivels. I fish primarily monofilament to a fluorocarbon leader. This is usually I fish 8-pound fluoro, 8-pound of both, 8-pound Stren, the blue tint, so I can see it, to a fluorocarbon leader, 8-pound fluoro leader. I use a barrel swivel, about 18 inches above, to helps with line twist, especially this tube is going to, it spirals as it goes down into the water. I can't believe I forgot that that net, but that's okay. I just have to bring them in Bill Dance style. What a gorgeous morning. Haven't been here for about 10 minutes. Got two bass in the boat. So I'll take it. This place has been very consistently good this year as opposed to my other spots. There's a hit. They're up against that wall this morning. Gotta check it. Check him. Put my hands down a little bit. There we go. Ah, he popped off. He's right there. Popped off. All right, he wins that one. It happens. Huh? There's somebody. He's a little further out. Little guy. Little dude. He was fun, though. He was fun, though. Alright, partner. There's a little pup. See you, buddy. Little pup, little pup. He's a little further out. All I'm doing, I don't know if you can't see it because of the water. Just see that. It doesn't take much action on the tip of your rod to get this thing to dance, and it almost acts like a jerkbait almost. Yeah, you don't want to just reel it. If you reel it, it'll work, but it works better if you just give it a few pops. It makes it dart around, and then that's when you draw the attention. If somebody's interested, they'll get it. So I like the action on these tubes. Used to fish them like crazy at my old lake at Bragg, but sort of gotten away from it now. There's somebody has it. He was way out here with it. Oh yeah, he was way out here. Oh man, he's acting like a big one. He's staying down. Oh man, he had it too. He went chow time. Look at that tube. It's way down there. Oh boy. Yeah, it's way down there. Alright, let me get the pliers on this one. I don't want to hurt this fish. Alright. Well, there was no getting that out of there without hurting them, so I had to cut it. I think he has a better chance of survival by cutting it than trying to pull it out. So I will quickly tie on a new one. I'd rather take the time to retie than to kill that fish. So here's what I use, the Arky jig head. And since I'm changing away from blue, so we'll stick with blue. It's already put 4 fish in the boat, so. Now that guy was out a little further. Thing with these jig heads, you have to put them on. To do it right, you got to put them on before you tie it. So just shove it. Well, there's nothing magical about it. It's just to shove it down in there and pop it through. I was just saying my leader's long, so this will shorten it a little bit. I think I have this in front of the camera. We'll see. There we go. Oh. We'll just go improve clinch knot on this guy. Since that eye's pretty tight. Those of you who don't know how to clinch knot, I just give it a twist, maybe 6 or 8 times. And you want to put it through the loop that's between the eye and the rest of the twists. Bring your tag up through and then put it through the loop you created. Wet it, cinch it down. Give it a few pulls. Use your boomerang tool. These things are awesome. And there's your blue tube ready to roll. That's like 2 minutes, if that. Definitely not worth killing that fish for. They say they have a better chance. Instead of ripping his stomach out, he has 0 chance. But if leaving that jig head in there, I assume he has a shot. So we'll give him a shot. I didn't think he had it that long. It was right here in front of me. So all right. Nonetheless, that was fish number 4 in the boat. Gotta fish it all the way back. Like I said, that guy was out a little ways. So, I don't know. Well, they're stacked up in this area. It was a bad hook set, so I might miss this one. Oh man, another nice one. Stacked up in here. Come on. Oh, boy, this guy's got a beat up on him. Somebody took a chunk out of him. Wow. Holy smokes. Look at that. Mr. Turtle. Alright. That was an easy one to get out. Fish number 5. Feels good to catch them. Last couple trips to the swamp has resulted in a skunk. So I normally fish that line over there, but it's an old saying, you never leave fish to find fish. And they're definitely in this spot, so much as I want to move to the other spot, I keep catching fish. Should probably stay here until they stop. And again, they're not necessarily all the way up on the bank. Those last two were out a little ways. Probably about 10 to 15 yards away from shoreline. So we'll see. The thing with these tubes, especially here in a weedless situation, these things will go all the way to the bottom. You can fish these the entire water column. So, you know, if you're patient with them, I mean, you can fish these things the whole way up and the whole way back. So, like in that case, you know, it's up shallow, but it drops off to about 8 feet here, so you can get all the way down to them if you're just patient. I tend to not be patient. Definitely not my strong suit, but when I am patient, I'm usually rewarded. So, because I'm allowing that tube to get all the way down to the bottom. And if they're sitting down there low, and that blue tube comes popping along, it's on. The downside of this open hook tube is if there are any laydowns in there and you hook them, oftentimes it's gone. Bye-bye tube. But you know, if you're going to be doing that where there's a ton of laydowns, you could rig it with the stupid tube jig head. That isn't an exposed hook. I don't think you catch as many fish with it, but you'll definitely lose less lures too, because it's not an exposed hook. You can still lose it, but not as many. With this thing, with that exposed hook, if you hit some timber and you think it's a fish and you know, set the hook, you're setting it right into the wood. I think I got somebody on it. A little pup. No, he going. Oh no, he's there. He's just a little dude. He's swimming towards the boat. He had it for a while. Blue tube, doing work. This little guy. He's fun though. And off he goes. I said in other videos, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but one nice thing about these, if you can get it out of the fish, like I just did right there, that was hooked in the side of his mouth, you can catch a bunch on one lure. If you don't have to use pliers, the tubes stay pretty much intact. If you can just run your finger in there and pop the hook out, you can get after a bunch of fish without swapping out lures, which is good because you have to retie like I did before. But you know, on other soft plastics, you know, maybe 2 or 3 fish, you know, the plastic worms, at least the ones I use, the KVD ones, are real soft. You got to switch them out, and that's okay because they work too. Might throw that triple magic a little bit today. We'll see. Yep, I think I was a little late to the party for this bank today. A little late to the party. There's a fish. Little guy. Yes, if you just run your finger down along the top of the tube and push, it'll come right out. It goes in the roof of his mouth and off he goes. And the tube stays intact. This guy's doing work today. I think it's fish number 10. He's doing a job. No sense in switching. Probably would have caught more if I'd have gotten my butt out of bed this morning. Better half is traveling right now, so she's my alarm clock. She gets me up, says, hey, fish on, get going. So without her pretty face there to get me going, I slept in. She'll be back. She'll be back here today or tomorrow, I think today. That whole entire shoreline. And let's switch it up today. I'm gonna come back and rinse and repeat. And instead of going to a whole new area, while I fished that shoreline, the whole cloud cover came in. So I'm gonna come back and see if fish are still in this area. A little bit of wind kicked up, it's blowing towards this shore. And I'm just gonna stick and move. Since I got clouds, I got plenty of time now. And so I'm just gonna double back. Since I caught fish here, I'm gonna double back, fish the same spot. And just see what we get. I'll be a little quicker this time. I won't stay as long, but I just want to heat check, make sure they're still not all here or not here. And go from there. And there's a fish just still up against that wall. And that's why I did that. I wanted to come back and see if they're still there. Ah, he spit it on me. That was cool. Good. He jumped and shook his head and he said bye-bye. All right, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. That was a good jump. I was fooling around with the motor, but I can't blame him on anything. He jumped and spit it. Good for him. Definitely in front of it. Yeah, there's another one. Try to give him a little more juice. He was a little further out too. Ooh. He's pulling like a big boy. Big for this lake. Oh, it's a pretty one. Pretty one, pretty one. Oh man, he housed my tube. Ah, he's good. Right in the top of the thing. So there's an example of that. I'm just gonna run my finger down along the top. It's right in the top of his mouth. And just pop. It comes right out. There he is. Fun. He was down deep. He was down deep. The camera on for this guy, but he did break the string of no fish. Got him on the black blue swirl Senko, little dude. See you, buddy. Thanks for biting though. Gone a while without a fish, so it's a good sign. Take it. This Senko, I'm about to lose it. Got one up there, shallow, pretty shallow, right against the bank. A Senko. Oh, he come off right in the boat on the flip. All right, buddy. little chubbo. Thanks for playing. All right, there's a couple on the Senko. He's got a little life left in him. I'll take it. He was tucked up in there. He was tucked up in there good. I think there's a hit. Yeah, I don't know. They don't have a very good hook set on them. Yeah, and a bad hook set. I knew I was going to miss that fish. Didn't have enough slack reeled up. Yep, bad hook set. That one's on me. You could just feel it. What I did wrong there was, even though he had it, I hadn't reeled down enough slack out of the line before I set the hook. So because there was still slack in the line, I didn't get a good hook penetration into the fish's mouth. One little jump, and he gone. So that one was on me. When you're fishing this way, obviously you do a lot of line watching and a lot of feel. And so I could feel him. I knew he hit. I was waiting for him to run, and I just didn't get enough line reeled out or reeled down so that the hook set gave me good hook penetration in the side of his face. I just got excited. Hook set too quick. You could tell though, because when I went to swing, when I did set the hook, you could tell it wasn't a good pullback or punch. So I kind of had a feeling he wasn't coming to the boat. It would have been luck at best to get him in. Here's another fish down in the corner. Didn't quite have my camera on. Got a pretty good hook set on him. Oh yeah, it's a beauty. Nice fish. It's a beauty. Right in the top of the lip like they drew it up. Alright, buddy. Good stuff. This Senko still has some life. That's 2 or 3 in it with it. Guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. The fishing has slowed way down. I'm just sort of grinding around here, just kind of trying different things. I got a little magic crawler on here, but I haven't had a hit in a while, so I'm going to be heading for home. If I catch any more fish, I'll certainly throw them in there, but I can't complain. I don't remember how many fish I caught, probably about 14 or 15. No big boys to write home about, but I'm using light gear and they were all fun. So the blue tube was the way to go today. Early on I was getting them on that blue tube, and it's a good bait, good bass bait, not just for smallmouth. They're great for other bass as well. So hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for all the future videos. Like I said, I'm going to be doing my fishing pontoon walk through here pretty soon, and also I'll be bringing you along on some of those fishing adventures once I get things kind of squared away. Got to figure out how to film on that thing, and also how to catch fish too. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming along on this beautiful May morning. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'd love to get comments. I get about 3 comments per video, so leave a comment. Why you don't leave a comment? Anything, comment. Vance, you suck. It's terrible fishing, or anything. Helps me stay motivated to keep making these videos. So hit a like, hit a comment, and join me on Fishing with Vance on the Fishing with Vance Facebook page. You can comment there. I post a lot of pictures there for any trips that maybe I didn't have the camera with me. So join me on the Fishing with Vance Facebook page if you want to. Anyway, thanks for coming along. I'll see you on the next one on Fishing with Vance.